Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to MB again. My name is Akash Shinde. In this video, we are going to have a candid conversation with Priyanshi. She is a current first year student at GIM Goa. She got into GIM Goa through Achievers Round. As most of the students who are aiming for GIM Goa, they're asking so many questions regarding Achievers Round as well as the normal process through which you can get into GIM Goa. So why not to make a print video and ask her directly about the GIM Goa process. And guys, I would like to tell you one thing. She's going to be mentor for your GMGA admission process. Each and everything when it comes to form filling, answer framing, post that, your GDs and PIs will be taken care by her. So you don't have to worry anything. You just have to join the WhatsApp group that is present there. Post that, you will be allocated to subsequent mentor. So hi Priyanshi, welcome back to your channel. How are you?
Hi, thank you, Akash, for having me, and I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing great, Priyanshi. Just completed my office and I just came in front of you. Yeah. So, Priyanshi, could you shed some light on your profile so that students will get a better idea about what kind of profile that is coming to the campus when it comes to normal achievers round as well as normal process through CAD, SAT, GMAT?
Okay, so coming to my profile, I did my graduation in Bachelor's of Commerce from University of Delhi, and
Mm-hmm.
as mentioned by you, I cracked GIM by Achievers Round itself, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fresher, and this is my first year at Goa Institute of Management.
Mm-hmm.
And coming to the admission process of GIM, it mostly take places in two phases. So the first phase is via achievers round, the second phase is via the cutoff call round.
Mm-hmm.
So in the achievers round, they take a diversity of people. So they take people those who have any level of achievement, let it be at district level, level, national level, or international level. Besides that, if you have any high level of recognition or appreciation from any higher authorities, so that is also one of the way you can fill in the form of GIM via achievers round. The deadline to which is 27th of November, and
Mm-hmm.
you can make it and expect the call according to the past trends in approximately in the month of January.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you have not applied in via achievers round, you can go through the cutoff round. You need to fill the form just like the other colleges, and the call will be and the interview call will be made according to the minimum percentile which has
Mm-hmm.
been set up by GIM. So that's a overall scenario that take place in the admission process.
Okay. So first of all, we'll talk about the achievers round, then we'll discuss about the normal round. So Priyanshi, student wanted to know more about the situation now. So, can you tell what are the profiles that GIM takes? Let's say, for example, yesterday one of the student came to me and he told me, Bhaiya, I was having triple eight profile. I was having some national certification, fourth standard. So, and he's having almost 20 months of work. So, do this kind of profiles would be considered in GIM Goa?
Yeah, so in my opinion, and even my batchmates, even my batch has a huge diversity of people. There are some people, those who are a fresher, just like me. However, there are some people, those who are having average of 18 months of work ex, even 4 years of work ex as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if you are thinking that you have a profile of, let's say, 777, or let's say 679, something like that, you are very good to go, because the average profile of the people over here are approximately in the range of 8 to 7. And
Mm-hmm.
coming to the diversity part, no doubt, if you have a very, as I mentioned earlier, if you have a very good level of achievement, it could be at any level, you are, trust me, ready to go in the process, because actually the college needs diversity of people. They need the people those who are from different backgrounds. So I have few of my batchmates. One of my batchmate is he's an aerospace engineer. I have another classmate, he is a doctor. So you are very good to go, even if you have a specifically if you have a diverse profile.
Okay, okay. Apart from
Yeah.
that, what does this achiever round means according to you? Do you mean that, if you're an IT guy who's having an exceptional profile, or do you mean that a person who's having extracurricular activities as well as person who is having extracurricular caliber who has done something out of the box as compared to the normal candidates?
Okay, so specifically, Achievers Round is meant for those who have achieved, just like other. So it is meant if you have achieved something extraordinary from the other folks.
Mhm.
So let's say GIM is making the, as I mentioned earlier, GIM made calls in two round. One is through
Mhm.
cutoffs. That is everyone accepts if they meet the minimum percentile. However, if you have something at very good level, good amount of good level of appreciation or any certification, so or you have achieved at a national level or international level, even state and district works, so that shows you are an extraordinary candidate. So the college expects, and so the college actually wants such kind of candidates in their batch. That is why the achievers round is made. And hence, according to the past trends, the process for having achievers round, the process that takes place by achievers round, and why the minimum percentile are quite different.
Okay. So
Yeah.
some students who wanted to join our course, which is we have launched as a pre-bird, I would say pre-bird offer, where we are going to take three interviews for the students, and out of that, two interviews will be taken by Priyanshi, and the last interview will be taken by me. So Priyanshi, before coming to this interview, what are the things that students should prepare it out so that once they are going for the interviews for GM Goa, they should feel confident? Any specific things that you wanted to mention here?
Yes. So, as before going to any MBA college interview, every candidate is in doubt, like specifically what they are so expected to prepare, what kind of questions they'll ask. So, see, the interviewer is not expecting nothing from you. You just have to be yourself. So you
Mhm.
need to the basic things, like not only for GIM but also for the other colleges. You need to prepare the basic things, which include the HR answers. For example, tell me about yourself. What are your strengths and weaknesses? So here we'll provide you a list of HR questions under which we'll help you in framing and reviewing those answers as well. So this is the
Mhm.
first thing, and the another thing is that you need to uh, know about the college in deep thorough. Like for example, um, specifically about some societies of the colleges or some clubs of the colleges. So if you can relate those things in your about the college, or if you can relate it any of your few answers of HR, then that makes you differentiate from the other candidates. So knowing about the college, knowing about the HR answers, and a little bit knowing about like why you want to do the MBA, in which domain, and the a little bit knowledge of that specific domain can help you. This is for the freshers. And for the work ex people, they can expect the questions of HR questions, and mostly that would be around their work ex itself.
Yeah. So guys, if you are working professional, make sure that you should know each and everything regarding in the domain. Then they have a strong summary of different programs which are present there, how your background relates to that program. If you are relating that program, what are you bringing different to the table? How different are you when it comes to your peers, competitors, and what you wanted to become once you get into campus, and what opportunities that you're going to get in campus so that you can become a better person in terms of personal professional life and you'll get that position for. These are the things that you need to keep in mind once you are going for GM Goa. So Priyanshi, students are asking me ki any certification courses that students should do during this area of 1 or 2 months. So do you want to shed some light on it?
Yeah, so specifically coming to the work experience, so here I'll take it again in two phases. The first is
Mhm.
for freshers, and the second one is for work experience people. So most mainly work experience people know that actually which domain they want to get into. So accordingly, they can plan, like specifically, for example, a person from finance want to a person who is currently working in finance and hence want to pursue his career in finance only. So accordingly, I think he or she will have a clear path. However, for a fresher, the candidate faces a difficulty for actually figuring out that what the candidate can do in that free time. So
Mhm.
I would highly advise to go brush up the basic skills, such as about uh, Excel, about PowerPoint presentation, about Power BI, Tableau. I think these are some skills that could help you in not the short term, but in a long term. This will definitely help you.
Yeah. So, guys, I will tell you one thing. Since we are providing personal interviews to you, you need what Priyanshi said. You need to have a strong summary of your background as well as HR technical behavioral questions. Prepare it on your own once you are coming for mock interviews, right? Once the first round of grinding will happen. Post that, I'll come to your interviews. Second round of grinding happens, and in the third interview, where we both as a mentor as well as mainly Priyansh will come, and that would be your final round of interview. And this offer is only for first 50 students. Post that from 15th of December, the charges would be definitely gonna increase. So do use this opportunity, and our charges are very less as compared to market. So that thing you need to keep in mind. So Priyanshi, that is the first stage of GM Achiever round. Right now, we'll go to the second round of interviews. I would say the normal process of GM Goa, which is through CAD, SAT, GMAT. Right. So can you tell me, how and what is the score that is required to have a seat when it comes to CAD, SAT, GMAT?
Okay, so I'm not sure of the scores, but candidates can check on the website.
Mm-hmm.
So, however, let's say through CAD, the minimum percentile via GIM is 90. Let's say.
Mm-hmm.
So the candidate should not target only 90 percentile, because that is according to the past trends that even sometimes Google show. So
Mm-hmm.
a plus of 3 to 4 percentile would be in a safer side, assuming the competition is increasing every year. So yeah, so the candidate can check the percentiles on the website, because it varies from year to year, and a plus of 3 percentile would lead to a candidate in the safer side. And the process of achievers round I mentioned earlier, the as well,
Mm-hmm.
the process of achievers round and the percentile call round is quite different. So in the achievers round, you'll get a according to the past trends, you'll get a call approximately in month of January, you can expect. However, via the percentile, you can expect the calls from February. So even in the achievers round, the interview process is different, and in the normal round also the interview process is different, but you can expect the same level of questions and the same level of grinding that takes place.
Yeah. So guys, I will tell you one thing here, right? Since I have been mentoring for last 4 5 years, you need to have minimum 88 percentile to maximum 94 percentile. In that, with a decent personal interview, you can crack Gym Goa. Still, will suggest you not to focus the person. I would say the percentile. Always, whenever you are going for CAD, SAT, and MAT examination, try to cut off or try to match the cutoff of that 95 percentile plus, so that you will be having so many options left in backup. And GM should not be your backup because it is doing pretty good when it comes to marketing. And there are two other programs, which is I would say banking and finance, then GM HCM as well as data analytics. So if you are working professionals, take a bit on data analytics, which is big data program. And if you are from a healthcare background, then GM's HCM program is pretty good for healthcare professionals, right? So yeah, again, two of the candidates asked us regarding the early bird offer from Gym Goa. One of the candidate was looking for HCM program, and one of the candidate was looking for the core program. So guys, just wait for some time. Once you are done with CAT exam on 1st of November, we are gonna start the mock interviews for you. So Priyanshi, now let's go back to the your college life. Right now, last year, since I was a mentor, you got to know that you got a seat into the campus, right? So, what was your first expression? Like, how is the campus life for the students? Let's say, a lot of students imagine that they wanted to get into that dream B school and wanted to explore the beauty of the campus, wanted to learn from the professors, and most important thing, meet the smart brains of the country who are coming from different states.
Okay, so my first day experience was something like I have not expected, because from filling up the form to not even expecting a achievers round call to making it to GIM was something
Mm-hmm.
uh wholesome journey and a roller coaster kind of journey for me. And
Mm-hmm.
when I stepped it into the first day of my college, and when I learned from the level of faculty, I think one of the best faculties and the creamiest of the faculty I could ever learn from. I
Mm-hmm.
realized that I made one of the best decisions, because it's not only about the college, but it's also about the classroom. You are sitting in a batch of 60 people, and amongst that, you learn from those 59 candidates,
Mm-hmm.
and the level of faculty is there, how the structure is designed through different activities, through games, through case studies. So I think GIM Goa is one of the, if you are you can target GIM Goa, like it's one of the decent colleges. And
Mm-hmm.
coming to the location as well, I think
Mm-hmm.
besides what us to candidate look for placements for a good MBA life, I think Goa is also one of the places that where you can have the most, you can make the most best out of it in those 2 years.
Absolutely right. So, guys, if you wanted to do MBA near related to beach size, where you wanted to use that legacy of 30 to 40 years brand and you wanted to understand the business very well, then I feel GIM is one of the best option available for you. And those students who are aiming for Blackie, guys, I think that is one of the best backup option that is left for you. So try to take a beat on it so that it will be very handy for you when it comes to in terms of building your confidence. So, Priyanshi, now let's come back to the main point where students are mainly looking for ROI, mainly looking for summer internship and final placement, right? So, can you tell us how summer internships are going on in terms of domains? Like, what are the different types of roles and domains that are coming to the campus? And also, I don't wanted to tell you officially, but just tell us what was the highest stipend and lowest stipend went down in terms of iPhones. That this is the highest stipend went up to where a person can buy 3 or 4 latest iPhones like this.
Okay, so see, when it comes to GIM, most the best thing I like about GIM is like is the transparency.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever it mentions on its website, it's completely true. There is no manipulations in the same. So if any candidate is looking for in terms of ROI about the summer internships or about the placements, the candidate can visit the website and will come to know about every kind of will come to know about all the roles, all the companies that come, the average stipend of internships, and then for the placements as well.
Yeah. So guys, whatever mentioned in the website, I already made that video on it. Just watch that video where you will get a better picture about different types of profiles that are coming to the campus. Okay. So Priyanshi, since GIM is quite good for marketing, right? So what does
Yeah.
they do better when it comes to marketing or other programs, right? Let's say, Great Lakes is good when it comes to business analytics. So there were a lot of things that were happening in the campus if you wanted to learn more about business analytics. So if a student who doesn't know about any specialization, so how you gonna help them to get into GIM game, as well as how you gonna tell them that this specialization students should follow once they are getting into GM Goa?
Okay, so the first thing, it varies from the background where you come for. Specifically, if you want to know what specialization you want to take in. However, according to my experience, it you can only figure out once you enter into college, because you start explaining domains, and accordingly you'll explore that what you want to specialize in. So if you are someone who is not sure of which domain you want to take in, there are some techniques which a mentor can figure out through it. For example, by exploring your interest, knowing more about you, that specifically, for example, if it comes to finance, so if are you afraid from numbers or not, so there are some techniques through which the mentor can help in figuring out. uh, and so that is the first part, and in the second part, more and less, and making the final decision about which specialization you want to get in, is the one that when you enter into college, you'll explore it by on your own, because you get into different case competitions, you study different case studies, and you study different subjects. Accordingly, you figure out it by your own.
Yeah. So guys, I'll tell you one thing here is if you are a creative thinker or if you are a little bit creative in terms of understanding things, try to have a bit on marketing. If you are a data person, if you wanted to understand more about data, machine learning, analytics, then big data should be your choice. If you're on a BCom background and you wanted to get into financial consulting, financial roles, financial management, then finance should be a better choice for you. Healthcare paper, better choice for you to get into GM HCM. If not, then go for the core program. Okay, Priyanshi, since students are aiming for GIM Goa, so can you let us know that what are the opportunities that are available for the students in the campus itself in terms of entrepreneurship or any sessions that happen in the campus? Let's say in various B schools of the country, there are a lot of professors or as well as industry leaders often come to the campus and they share their knowledge and their expertise to the students. So, are these some kind of sessions happening in the campus?
Yeah, so see, the campus has GIM says a learning never stops over here. So at
Mm-hmm.
GIM, besides our academic thing, we have different clubs. There are some of the best and bestest of clubs where you can learn from a lot of them from them. So this is the first thing besides academic thing. The second thing is that after every trimester, in between of the trimester, for every subject we have the guest faculty lecture. So in that, for example, there's a guest faculty lecture of the HR. So one of the best and the creamiest companies HR is being called, who deliver the lecture from us. So besides academic learning, there are n number of things which a candidate can expect. And also when it comes to exploring different things, even in for example in marketing, the case learning takes place through visiting different industries, because Goa is a place where which is also known as for the industrial area. So many different we have many different field visits, such as industry visit and different kinds of visit, you can say. So I think their learning takes place, but also in the practical aspect all as well, not in in the theoretical aspect.
Okay, understood. So I wanted to know that how GIM helped the student in terms of summer internships. What used to happen in other B schools is the seniors are the ones where you used to connect to them and they used to tell their journey and they used to tell that this is how you should prepare for it when it comes to summer internship and final placement. So does GIM follow the same structure or is there any different things that GIM helps in terms of their summer internships?
Um, so just like every other colleges, um, GIM follow the same pattern, and I think as of now, a candidate should not worry of the process, like who helps or what help. I think if something is written on the website that the GIM has, let's say, an XX amount of average package, and then the candidate should trust that, because as I mentioned earlier, GIM is one of the best college in terms of the transparencies it shows. And definitely the placement cell is very helpful. So if a candidate has made a decision to enter into GIM, then there is no need to worry about the placements and the summer internships. The only thing is that he or she need to put in the wholehearted effort, and the candidate is good to go.
Okay. So last two questions from my side to Priyanshi. Students are asking since they are preparing for GM, GM focus a lot when it comes to clubs and committees. Can you shed some light what are the clubs and committees which are present there in the campus?
Okay, so for every specific domain, almost we have club. For example, for marketing, there's a club known as Mecca. For operations, there's a club known as Invicta. For HR, there's a club known as Hriday. Even for supports, there's a club known as Prayas. For culture events and the parties that take place, there's a club known as Razmata. So there are different clubs according to your interest. Linus, you can go in, and definitely there's a huge learning in those clubs. And I think besides those specific learning in the classroom, the candidate has a very good opportunity to explore the club as well and get a lot from it.
Okay, understood. So last question from my side, Priyanshi. What is the last piece of advice that you wanted to give to the students who are aiming for GM Goa and how as a mentor you're gonna help them out in terms of their journey to get into GM Goa?
Okay, so I think if you are one of those who is, first of all, there are some candidates, those who think "Ki my parents will not send to Goa, to GIM because of the name of Goa." Trust me, I was one of those people. But see, it is one of it is very good college. So once you cleared it, trust me, your parents will definitely agree on it. So filling up the form not filling up the form by thinking that yes, your parents will not send you to such a place, is a very wrong decision you are making. And second, if you are one of those who are targeting this college, trust me, it's a very good place, not in terms of learning, but in terms of everything. You'll explore a different, completely new world, and it will be one of the best decisions you'll make in your life. And the third thing is, um, coming to what I would like to give a piece of advice to all those who are aiming for GIM is that if you'll select us, if you'll choose us as a mentor, will help you in framing those all HR answers to your personalization. Because unlike every candidate could mention about like your strength, your weakness, but there is something in you that should differentiate from the another candidate. No, so you need to have some light on the same. So I think choosing us as inventors will help you in that process. And from the experiences I hold in my interview, I think I can provide you more insights about the college, about what actually college looks in. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, Priyanshi. And guys, I would like to tell you one thing. Since you are coming for GIM Goa, don't worry in terms of form filling, answer framing. You just have to follow some things before the mock interviews also. It's just that understand, know more about yourself, understand the domain for working professional if you are freshers, put more stress and focus towards internships, current affairs, little bit cases, guesstimates, and more about your communication articulation. Just focus on all these things. Remaining things will take care of it from your form filling to the end-to-end process at GM Goa, right? You can definitely meet Priyanshi at the campus itself. So,
Yeah.
lastly, Priyanshi, thank you so much for connecting with us. And we wanted to see you in the GDPI where you'll be mentoring to the students, and students will be very happy to get a mentor like you. Again, thank you so much for joining with us, and she'll be with us, guys, for the whole season. Yeah, that's all about this video. If you have any questions, guys, please put it into chat box. Do join the WhatsApp link which is present at the comment box as well as description box. Post that you'll be having one-on-one mentorship with the mentors.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Akash, for having me. Also, I would like to mention that my LinkedIn ID would be mentioned in the comment section, in the
Mhm.
description below box. So anyone can feel free to reach out me as well. And happy learning. So I'll be happy to help you all and see you there.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you,
guys,
Akash.
I'll
Thank you.
attach I'll attach her LinkedIn ID at the comment box as well as description box so that you can connect directly on LinkedIn for personal queries.